jewels to the people that use it is how do we transition? Because that's what it is. It's transition from thinking that gold watches, fancy cars, and money is what makes us. How do we transition away from that? Because then that helps the youth also when they see us not so big on that.
Wow, man. Another question. Shout out to Tracy Davis, my apostle, my dude. And his real name, he liked to be called Trey Day. This is my pastor. I'm talking about my pastor, man. He wants to be known as Trey Day. The spoke word that God gave to him the other day, man, was straight up feelings and emotions. Feelings and emotion are two different. I can have a feeling. If I hit you, you feel it. Your emotion tells you what you're going to do. I can strike you, you felt that. If you don't get in your emotions, you're not going to strike me back. Your emotions is what carries you over. Emotions is the devil's playground. Straight up devil's playground, man. So, we have a feeling. I need some shoes. Got 100 pair of shoes. You don't need some shoes. You want some shoes. So now, you feel like you need them, but you know it's not a need. You can tell by the ones that ain't even out the box. But emotion says, treat yourself. Because once you get in emotions tells you, man, you deserve it. You done worked hard. What are you in? What about, and emotion carries you all the way back to the past. You didn't have when you was little. You going to give your kids the best. And we don't realize emotion is the enemy's playground. We are the number one consumer race and don't own nothing. We spend the most money out of all races. Now with that being said, we want to look like we got it, but don't got it. We want to have the jewelry on, but can't pay our light, gas, and water bill. We want to come off with the Gucci belt for $450, $500 for the belt. This is just the belt.
Right.
We ain't even got a pair of pants to put the belt in, but I gotta have that Gucci belt. So if you don't have the pants, I've seen kids wearing them across their shoulders, just literally like a bow and arrow holder. You know, I just want you to know I got Gucci. I never forget the fad when the Beats by Dre's came out. These kids just had them around their necks. They didn't even have nothing to play the music on. I'm just wearing this as a statement that I got $350 headphones around my neck. My mama light, gas, and water's off. You know what I'm saying? I won't even sell these though. You know what I'm saying? But it's the stigma. It's the bait, the antidote that was put in front of us, man. We don't realize it. Big shout out to Nipsey, man. Rest in peace, because that dude was on something different. Yeah. You know, he was not buying chains first. He was buying land. He was investing in stocks, real estate, and stuff that appreciates versus depreciating. This same house we sitting in right now, we take the same house and put it on the land in Geist. It just went up in value by what, $400-500 grand?
Yeah.
Not because of how it's built, but where it's located at. Who you're around, who you gonna brush shoulders with, who you gonna come out, hey neighbor, you know, everything that comes out of this garage is 6 digits. You know what I'm saying? It's Phantoms, you know, these Lexuses, you know, these is Range Rovers, Sport Rovers, you know what I'm saying, Maseratis, you know what I'm saying? You gotta pay to be in this neighborhood. Yeah. You know, wait a minute, this house just cost me $150 grand over there off of 38th and Midhofer. Now I put the house in Geist, you just shot it up to what? $700 grand? Mm-hmm. Why? This is the same house. Location. You know, and so that's critical, man. Why are we stuck in the stigma of feeling like we got to have? Because we're not educating one another on what's real. Feelings and emotions, man. Emotions carry you over, man. And that's what caused us to be mourning the loss of 2 beautiful kids on the Far East Side from Postbrook Apartments. Feelings is one thing. Emotions is the devil playground. It's impulsive. It never allows you to think. It only allows you to react. Reaction. I gotta have it. So that's why you go in there and you say, I'm going to get me an Air Maxes, but your eyes, the scripture said the eyes of man is never satisfied. You can have everything. You sit and think, why do they spend hundreds of millions of dollars every Super Bowl for a 60-second commercial? Because music comes in and out of us without us knowing. We can't control it. That's how you finish songs you say you hate on the radio, and now you know every bar because they play it repetitively, and it subconsciously comes in us without us asking. Nobody walks around, best part of waking up, Folgers in? Nobody rehearsed that, but we all know it because it's played on our TV so many times that we finish it. Yep. So that's why they pay all this money, because they know if you got good credit, you got a bank account, I'll pay $100 million for the 60-second commercial. Why? Because I know this guy love Cadillacs. Although he just caught one last year, I'm going to put the newest Escalade out here. I'm going to zoom it around at the commercial break. Escalade with a real fancy song. Go ahead, give me some of that. Give me TTG. You know what I'm saying? Let's put him on there. Why? I'm trained to go and have him in the Escalade. Yep. Why you thinking is just train this man to go Monday morning? You at the first sight of Lockhart right here in Noblesville. Skirt! Hey, man, I just want to test drive it. If you test drive it, you're going to buy it.
You're going to buy it.
You're going to get it. You know? And that's the flesh that we won't allow to have rule over. That I got to have it. I got to have it. Man, you got a Cadillac just last month. You got the nicest Cadillac CTSV, sported out. Commercial came on and you'd seen that Escalade. And I just, I got to have it, man. I got to have it. Impulsive, man. Feelings and emotions. That's what control how we do and what we do. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, back when we were coming up, drug dealing wasn't just a fad. Dudes were really on, like, making some business moves when they was having feelings. Then they got wrapped up in emotions, and emotions took them away from their agenda. Because everybody said, I'm getting in the game to make a life for my family. But it started coming so fast, you neglected family and you got greedy. Because you say you was going to get a fix. Why, if you got $1 million, you still hustling? Why, if you got $500,000, you still selling? Because it came so fast, now you want to see if you can reach $1 million. And you might even get that $1 million. You won't now, you say, I want another $1 million. You know, and it's just now we're no longer in feelings, we're in emotions. Yeah. You know, emotions take us and carry us overboard, man. So with the spoke word, man, it's our emotions, man, that play the tragic part of the decisions that we make. As long as you can stay in feelings, you can refrain from being caught up in emotions. And the game will not take you overboard, man. You won't, you know, them kids getting, I ran out and bought my kids all kind of toys. Feel like, you know, I'm getting them best life. I made them entitled. They felt like they're entitled. They won't catch the bus. You know what I'm saying? If I tell them to go get the mail, they want to know, can I wait till the sun go down? Because it's that hot. Because if that mailbox across the street, Dad, can you drive me over there to get that mail? It's so far. It's so far across the street. The sun is blazing. I mean, right now, the air conditioning's really good. You and I, man, I was raised at Saturday morning. Wasn't no Saturday morning cartoons. Get your butt up out this bed. You gonna go back here. We had to till grounds for gardens. We had to rake leaves. You gonna do something. Early to bed, early to rise. Makes one man healthy, wealthy, and wise. That was my grandma's philosophy. Grandma, it's school, it's summer vacation. No, it ain't. It's work vacation. You get ready to do chores. You get ready to do something. You get ready to clean the gutters. You get ready to chop some wood. Grandma, look at all the other kids playing. You know, and that's the stuff that we got away from, man. We running out buying our kids iPhones, and when do we take this stuff away from them? When do we take social media away from them? No media Monday, no media Sunday. Come to the table. Let's talk about what happened. Let's talk about how your day was at school. How was football practice? You know, my kids know we have a box, man, now that we can put our cell phone devices in and get things accomplished, man, where we can have real life conversations. We need to get back to the table. Tired of the kids eating in their bedroom. I'm eating in my bedroom. You over there. You know what I'm saying? You can't even eat. They can't even eat because they still scrolling. Put that down. We at the dinner table. Matter of fact, here's a basket. Everybody go on, make your final text, put do not disturb on it, and drop that in the basket. Y'all can get them back tomorrow morning because we getting ready to really get it in as a family. We getting ready to Monopoly. We getting ready to watch Facts of Life. See, because that's what we do. That's what I do. I went all the way back and got to old, good, wholesome shows. The Cosby, Jack Tripper, Three's Company. You know what I'm saying? Facts of Life. Yeah, but my kids do. This era, my kids in this era, they'll have no other choice because Dad's like, listen, let me show you a map. Every one of those shows at the end always said, you know what happens on Good Times? They was going to always at the end kick some knowledge. Like, hey, man, I know Penny in the show did this. But in reality, Penny knows better. We don't have that no more. Now, sex, social media, more sex, and money.
Yeah. But that's it.
That's it, man. So, man,
we're going to wrap it up, man. What's going on at School 105 that men, African American men and women,
yes, sir,
can come? What can we do to just get in there and speak? Like, when is another panel that you host in there? When is something that we can just come in as strong men and women and talk to the students, man? Give them a little eye candy on betterment. And we're going to talk right there into that one, man.
Sweet,
just let them know, man, how can we join? How can we be involved?
Sweet, man. School 105, man, I'm looking for mentors, man. Anybody, when you're dealing with kids, everybody have to go through a background check, man. That's something I can get done at the school. If you don't got Wi-Fi, you need to come to School 105, Charles Fairbanks. I am looking for mentors, men and women. Now, I do want my men most of all, because I am a firm believer, if you heal the man, you heal the family. The power lies within the man. And I know this strictly because when the fruit was bit into, God never spoke until Adam bit. That lets me know that Eve didn't hold the power. The power lied in Adam. He had the power to dress and create in the garden. So with that being said, man, we love our women. We know you guys are strong in your own rights. But if you heal the man, you heal the family. I'm looking for volunteers, man. And I'm up there Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But due to the fact what has happened tragically in our community has forced me into a place of, it didn't force me, but it took me into a place to where I had to tend to a family that has lost two beautiful angels. One with a 4.6 GPA, another one with a 3.8, homebody babies, and they're gone forever. This is not a nightmare that the mom's going to wake up from. So with that being said, man, I'm looking for mentors at School Charles Fairbanks, School 105, to where we can have a man in there. It's a program I have called Sweep the Hall and Love Them All. Once we get the kids out of the halls into the classroom, then we can then be strategic on finding what classroom is having the most disruption, and then the men that are sweeping those halls can start sitting in those classrooms. I need somebody Monday through Friday, man. My ultimate goal and my prayer is that we've got a Tuesday. Every Tuesday we come out and we're intentional about feeding our community. 42nd and Post Road. That's tomorrow, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. right behind Marathon's gas station. That's where I meet a lot of these kids that, believe it or not, it was a kid that was set to be in school, could not go to school because the stench in his clothes was so bad to where he looked me in my eyes. He said, my grade point average is 3.5. He said, but I don't want to go to school because I don't want to fight nobody because they talk about my clothes and my shoes. So he was so happy to get free laundry, and he had to wait till Tuesday. So he couldn't even wash his clothes that Saturday or Sunday because of the lack of money, not even that Monday. So he missed 2 days of school. He was there Tuesday, and you should have seen how respectful and how mannerable this young man was, folding his clothes. It was just so happy to have a fresh pair of clothes. And unfortunately, we don't have the best detergent. They're washing it with detergent that's in correctional facilities. It's not getting a lot of suds, but it was better than what he had, man. So I need help with that, man. We need young men, young women to rise up, man. We got the antidote. We are the solution. Let's just push pride to the side and make a sacrifice. The word is sacrifice. Once again, man, we're looking for mentors. Pass the background check. You're in. We can really touch the kids. 326 students. So we need a lot of men, a lot of women.
Man, there you have it, man. This is G Tone, and we out of here, man. Peace and love.